The Lagos State government has announced plans to extend its infrastructural renewal drive with the construction of 181 local government roads in 2017. Governor Anambra revealed this at the first quarterly town hall meeting this year. He says it is an improvement on the 114 roads which his administration promised to embark upon every year. Also in a bid to reduce crime and complement efforts of other security agencies in policing the state, Governor Anambra plans to strengthen community policing by recruiting 5,700 personnel, 100 in each of the 20 local government and local county development areas within the first quarter of 2017. Governor Anambra hosts the people of Lagos East Senatorial District at the first quarter of 2017 town hall meeting. It is a platform to engage the people on issues of governance, brief them on the progress made in fulfilling his electoral promises, as well as hear their needs and where government's intervention is most required. Coming to the Lagos East Zone, Governor Anambra lists key projects to be undertaken in the course of the year.
Some of those key projects we would like to take in this quarter include Agric, Ishawo Arepo Road in Ikorodu, Ketu Alakpere Ina Roads Phase 2, Okeosho Araga Poka in Epe, Topo Garage to VIP Chalet in Badagry.
The government seems to have other plans in the area of crime reduction in the state.
To complement the police and other law enforcement agencies in the state, we inaugurated the board of the state's neighborhood safety corps. The safety corps will become operational before the end of March. The idea is this: we'll have 100 safety corps in each local government, so we'll be recruiting 5,700 people in the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then we'll launch it with serious equipment.
Most of the questions and requests made by residents during the interactive session borders on road and education infrastructure.
But we have some issues.
Governor Anambra says government would ensure that their needs are promptly met. He expresses optimism that 2017 holds great expectations for Lagos, especially as it sets to mark its landmark Golden Jubilee. Over to Anambra State, the government there has pledged commitment to solving the problem of youth unemployment in the state through various windows, including agriculture, trade and commerce, as well as the civil service. The secretary to the state government, Professor Solu Chukwulobelu, reveals this when he visited the Umwowulu training camp, where 178 youths are undergoing training ahead of employment into the state civil service.
Anambra State has a population of over 4 million people, with the youth forming a critical mass in the structure. In the face of the present reality of unemployment and lack of empowerment opportunities for the youth, the state government is engaging them in the agricultural sector and creating career opportunities in the state civil service.
All my 4 pillars: agriculture, trade and commerce, oil and gas, industrialization, all those areas are to create jobs for youths. In the last 2 years plus, we have employed in various categories over 800 youths, and we will still employ more.
The NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp in Awka South Local Government Area, Anambra State, is a beehive of activity, as 178 youth are undergoing training for onward career opportunities in the state civil service under the Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra Ocha Brigade. The secretary to the state government, who comes on an inspection visit, expresses gratitude to the governor for the employment move.
This is real job. It is not job of you dig a hole and then you fill back the hole. So this is real job. The state House of Assembly passed the law establishing our Ocha Brigade, and therefore these are now, if you like, career public servants.
The trainees are drawn from the 20 local government areas of the state and are to spend 1 month in camp in view of their assignment. With the youths resolute to make the most of the opportunities given, the state government says it remains committed to its programs on job creation.
The British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Mr. Paul Arkwright, believes the crisis in the Niger Delta requires more of a political solution than military. Speaking on our breakfast program, Sunrise Daily, Mr. Arkwright was reacting to the recent visit of the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, to the Niger Delta to dialogue with leaders in the region.
What I saw in that visit was a federal government that is ready to engage with the people of the Delta, which is looking for dialogue and a political settlement as the way out. And I was very encouraged by that. The Vice President saw a number of key people down there. It's very much, as I see it, part of that strategy of dialogue, which of course was kicked off by the meeting that the President had with the Pan-Niger Delta Forum a little while ago here in Abuja. I very warmly welcome the Vice President's visit there. I think it's symptomatic of a willingness of the federal government to engage, and I hope that they continue with that, because as I've said in the past, I do not think that a military solution to what is happening in the Delta is viable in any way. A political solution is what is necessary, and for a political settlement to really take root, there needs to be dialogue and discussion and maybe disagreement, but also agreement. But you need to talk to each other, and that's why I was particularly encouraged by the visit of the Vice President last week.
The Edo State government is going ahead with plans to industrialize the state with the construction of a third power plant. Governor Godwin Obaseki revealed that a Chinese company will commence the construction this year. He made the announcement at an event organized by the Benin Electricity Distribution Company in the state capital. The governor also said that Edo State plans to generate 1 megawatt in every 5 megawatts of electricity generated in Nigeria.
Apart from Lagos State in the southwest of Nigeria, Edo State is another place in the country where the full complement of power infrastructure, generation, transmission and distribution are available. And it's one area that the Edo State government says it plans to explore in its drive to create jobs, which it hopes will improve the living standard of the people.
We have generation. Actually, now we have 2 generations of energy plants in all, one completed, one under construction. I just got that from China last night, and by the grace of God, we'll have another one on street this year. We want to generate 1 out of every 5 kilowatts of power generated in Nigeria.
Ihowo and Azura power plants are located along the Benin bypass of Benin-Ore-Lagos Expressway, with work on them at various stages. Governor Obaseki of Edo State, however, says the third power plant will be built at Gelegele axis in Ovia Northeast local government area of the state.
You know, we actively supported the Azura Power Project, which is under construction, which hopefully should be ready by the 3rd quarter this year. And the trip to China was also to talk to investors to see how we can also co-invest in another power plant in Gelegele. With the situation in the Niger Delta being calm, we hopefully will get more gas supplies into the grid, which should lead to more electricity supplies.
The Edo State government's efforts in this area, when fruitful, will not only improve the lot of the people of the state, but also be another milestone in the power sector, boosting the nation's economy.